Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, and how we're going to fix this thing together. Guys, I've got an interesting one. Now, I really want to hear from you guys on this one in the comments, because what would you do if I told you that the Republicans in the House just put forward a bill to make a third term acceptable for Trump? Does it make you have questionable feelings? Me too. Let's explore those right now. Everything, of course, will be linked in the description box below. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And, of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on if you want to spread that freedom from coast to coast and border to border. And thank you in advance for checking that out. All right, guys, let's dive into this because this is a weird one for me. I'm just trying to hit the right buttons. Here we go. So this is from the account Eric Dougherty. This is something we've covered a lot during the election, and a lot of you guys liked that coverage. A lot of you have specifically said that to me at this SHOT Show. But look at this, and then I'll show you the bill. This is what's coming out with a Trump third term potentially that they're introducing in the House. Then we'll get into the feels here. Breaking. A constitutional amendment has been filed allowing President Trump to seek a third term in office. No person shall be elected to the office of the president more than 3 times, nor be elected to any additional term after being elected to 2 consecutive terms. And no person who has held the office of president or acted as president for more than 2 years of a term to which some other person has elected president shall be elected to the office of president more than twice. It was filed by Congressman Andy Ogles, Republican, Tennessee. All right. So this is the whole point. If you don't want to read the actual language here, it's as simple as this constitutional amendment has been filed allowing President Trump to seek a third term in office. Immediately I go, oh, I don't like that. That's not my own personal thought. And it has nothing to do with not liking Trump or liking Trump. That's the important nuance here. I'm going to get to that in a second, but I want to hear from you guys on this one because a third term in a constitutional amendment, because your guys in power, has a really big potential to kick you in the nuts 3-4 years later. I'm just saying, FDR did it. It wouldn't be unheard of. All right, let me show you this here. This is from an account that I don't like and I don't follow because this is an anti-Trump account, but it does actually have the bill. All right, here we go. Republican Congressman Andy Ogles has drafted a constitutional amendment to allow Donald Trump to be president for a third term. And as you can see, there's Andy Ogles right there. We'll click on him, Republican of Tennessee, and then the one right to the right, that is the actual resolution for the constitutional amendment. Now, the big thing that I have a concern with, and I'll leave that on the screen for you guys just to kind of get a cursory glance at it. The big thing that I am really concerned when you see something like this is one of those bills and one of the thought processes that is riding kind of high on your own supply. We just won the election. We just won the House. We won the Senate. So now let's get the constitutional amendment to put our guy in even more. If that backfires, you have a Democrat who's a gun controller. Could you imagine a Biden in office for 3 terms? That's 12 years. What about a Harris? What about an AOC? For the love. The reason that this is so incredibly important is this is one of those times where you have to really think through what you're doing. A really great example, you remember when Harry Reid was in the Senate all those years back and they got rid of the actual the filibuster to stop judicial nominees? They just ripped it out because Obama wanted more judicial nominees. Trump came in right behind that and the Supreme Court went heavy conservative, 6-3. Remember that? It's a good example doing the exact same thing. Harry Reid also went down the route of reconciliation for the health care bill, the Affordable Care Act, did the exact same thing, which opened up the availability for the Affordable Care Act to go over and over and over again, all through reconciliation. Same thing. Another great example, this time on Trump, you've got the idea that, what was I about to say? Oh, yes, the ATF pistol brace regulation that just came out under Biden and Dettelbach. That came out of the ATF writing rules and redefinitions into law, or really rule, into the bills that are already pre-existed and passed to get rid of bump stocks. And then that was used by the Biden administration to get rid of the pistol braces. Guys, this is how this works. When you start to crack open this Pandora's box of, oh, wouldn't it be great if, because our power right now, when the power shifts, it's a real big problem, which comes back to the entire point. The whole point of avoiding doing things like this is because you're creating a governmental monster that can be taken advantage of from either side of the aisle. Yeah, Trump's in office right now. Okay, cool. Go team. Let's get some gun rights action going in there. But on the other side, If this was passed during a Harris administration, oh my God, Katie, bar the door, because we're going to have a very long 12 years. You have to understand, when you're dancing along the devil of these amounts of terms and these amounts of expansions of power for the party in power at the moment, but then they're upset when it goes against them, this is why we can't do this. Guys, this is a really important piece to this. It's not going to pass the Senate. That is not happening. But it's an incredibly important piece to discuss and talk about, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.